spin all four
tires. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on our 2018 Dodge Charger police car that we supercharged, and today we finally got our PCM that's unlocked and modified from PowerTech. They hooked us up, so huge shout out to those guys. Now we can go ahead, crack this box open, throw this sucker in, and hopefully throw a tune on it. We ain't seen this sucker in a while.
Still
nice.
looks brand new, man.
Nice and shiny.
No rust or anything. Not even braking dust on this sucker right here.
It hasn't even hit 500 miles. That's when we're gonna do our first oil change on that.
Is that when it is? 500
Yep.
miles, and then what? 5,000 next after that?
Yes,
something
sir.
like that. But right here we have our unlocked modified PCM. This is just our original one. I'm sure they do their own thing to unlock this sucker. And we have our bypass cable. This is what's gonna allow us to actually tune it. So let's go ahead, throw this bad boy in, and hopefully get this sucker tuned.
All right, so finally the PCM is installed along with the bypass cable, and we finally got some juice going to this thing. It's been about 2 weeks since we had power to this thing, so hopefully it runs right. And based off the instructions, it's supposed to idle perfectly, and then we're gonna have the green light to do the tune. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up. Fire it up.
Started right up.
You're about to have to give it some throttle twisties. And if everything works properly, then we should be able to tune it, no problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it idle a little bit, let it warm up. And then we got our Diablo tune right here, and hopefully we can plug this sucker in. It's already up to date, and hopefully we can throw a tune on this thing. I do believe we need spark plugs. Do we need spark plugs?
Yeah, we do need new spark plugs, and we need to gap them.
Yeah, so we're talking to the company right now, so we're gonna see what kind of is the best spark plugs for this thing. Once we get the go ahead, we're gonna go ahead and either buy some or we're gonna use these. I don't know yet, but let's go ahead and give us some gas right now and see if the throttle actually works, because that's what it says on the instructions here. So let's go ahead and, oh yeah, it's working. So right now we're gonna go ahead and shut it off, plug in our Diablo tune, and hopefully get this sucker tuned.
So we're going through the process once again of downloading the stock tune to this tuner pretty much. So we got to make sure all the doors are closed, all the windows are rolled down, that way you don't get locked out. Because
yeah, you can't open the doors after this, man.
And we went ahead and popped out those two fuses as well, the radiator cooling fan, and what other
the fuel pump. So you don't, the fuel pump doesn't turn on whenever I press the run, because you want all the power this battery has, so this tune does not mess up. So right now it's loading, so I don't know what's going on. I pressed tune vehicle. I think it may be selecting the stock tune and putting it on here. So
just follow the steps. Follow the steps. Real simple here, right?
Exactly what I'm doing. Hopefully all goes well, and the tune doesn't take too long. Usually these suckers do tend to take up to an hour to do, right?
Yeah.
So let's hope it's like 20 seconds.
All right, so we were finally able to load a standard tune on this thing. So we pulled it into the garage because we're actually about to get onto them spark plugs, and we do got to gap them down for it to run 100%. But might as well go ahead and get some upgraded ones. So we're gonna run to the local parts store and see if we can get some spark plugs.
All right, so we got our spark plugs here at the parts store, and I did not even know there's 2 spark plugs per each cylinder. So this was like around $130, which is super crazy, but we got some pretty nice ones, some iridium stuff right here.
Iridium or iridium, it don't matter, but they're professional XPs. They should do the trick for now.
So let's go ahead and head back to the shop.
So we are back. Let's go ahead and remove our old spark plugs, gap these properly, then throw them in.
Oh my God. Check that out, man. That thing is straight black. Is that supposed to be like that?
I'm not sure. I mean,
or did we foul him from driving with no tune?
That could have been the issue right there.
That is crazy, dude. Don't we have to go a lot smaller on this?
Oh, yeah, because if you don't, the pistons will actually hit that.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that happen in a few scenarios.
That's crazy.
let's gap those suckers down right here, the better ones, the XPs.
The
and
nice ones,
yep.
the iridium ones or whatever they are, but we do have to remove first all of these. I know we bought like, what, 17 of these suckers? 18?
No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 of them.
16 of them, yeah. We bought 16 of them. That's crazy. We went over there thinking that we needed 8, ended up coming out there with 8 more, which is insane. I never even thought about that, but I guess that's Hemi for you. I wonder if the Hellcat's like that. Do you think?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I don't think the Hellcat has 8 of them.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
No, but let's go ahead and remove all the rest of them. All right, now let's see how this thing runs with all new spark plugs. Hopefully it runs a little bit better.
No lights?
We got engine lights on, but I'm thinking that it's because the oil change required. I don't know. Probably need to plug in our OBD scanner and see exactly what that is. Runs a little smoother. I gotta say, I don't hear no more popping or anything like that. A lot smoother now.
All right, guys, so here it goes. We're gonna go for our very first test drive. We're not even 100% sure if this thing is fully tuned because we did just do the standard tune, right?
Yeah, it did do a standard tune and it loaded 100% and then that was it. So I don't know if it even did anything, but it does run a little bit better after we did the spark plugs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and just slowly creep around a little bit, cruise around, see if it changed anything. But we are waiting on a tune from Pro Charger, so they're gonna send us a tune within like 24 hours or something like that. Right now, everybody's busy because SEMA right now, but anyways, let's go ahead and test this thing on the road, dude.
Let's do it. Let's see what she's got.
I mean, if she blows up, she blows up. You know what I mean?
Hey, if she blows, she goes. So that's what we're gonna live by right now. So let's see how she does.
Yeah.
Not running right?
No, it's definitely not.
She's bogging. She's a bogger. We're probably gonna turn this thing around. Yeah, she's definitely bogging. Something's up with it.
Yeah, I had the pedal to the metal and it was just cruising. Yeah, nothing.
Alrighty guys, so we actually figured out our issue. We were actually supposed to send our stock files by email to Pro Charger, and that's exactly what we did. They quickly sent out the new file, the new tune for this thing, and now this sucker is finally officially tuned.
Yep.
And I think it's ready to rip. It was bogging because that stock file was for non-supercharged vehicles.
Yeah, it was just like a regular tune for a Hemi, but our engine light went off, all the lights went off, so we know we're 100% tuned. So
dude, I'm super excited.
Let's go ahead and hit the road. Oh, do you hear that blow off? It's a little bit louder now.
I think you could pop off the filter or where you put a blow-off valve and it'll be a lot louder, but you know what? We're trying to be carb legal for now. So
yeah, let's be carb legal.
We'll take it easy.
Hit it. Oh, dude, man. Dang. Dang.
Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. Now it actually holds boost until you let off and it just pulls hard, dude.
Oh my goodness, dude. I'm gonna let this car go ahead.
All right, do a little pull. Oh my goodness, dude.
That is what I'm talking about right there.
Can't run from the popo no more.
No more. This thing is fast.
That all-wheel drive, there's just no slip at all, dude. It's insane. It's
so much faster, dude. I can't wait to take this thing to the drag strip, really.
Definitely. This thing's a beast.
Gosh, let me do little rippings right here.
All right, go ahead. Man.
That is what I'm talking about right there,
Man, we're gonna have to put the Hellcat up to this thing. We're gonna have to put the GTR up to this thing and see what this thing does, man.
Dude, when is the drag strip open? That's what I want to know.
better be open today. But anyways,
as you notice, we did remove the lover right there from boost. I think it might have flew off.
yeah, I know it didn't fly off. We removed it because that thing just wouldn't stay on for some reason.
Yeah,
but
it was just some sort of weird mechanism how it attached up there. But it didn't look that great. I mean, it looked kind of aggressive.
we might throw it back on if we find some better mounting points.
Let me open these windows and let's hear some boost.
All right, let's do it. Thing rips, man.
Dude, I make the same facial expression every time because it hits me so hard.
It's different. It's different feeling it on a car.
Dude, we just spun tires, dude.
Did we just spin all four
tires?
Oh my. Man, we're gonna have to get some Hellcat brakes on this thing.
Dude, I can't believe we just spun tires.
We spun all four. That thing ripped.
We were kind of rolling at about 20 miles an hour, and then I pressed on it and it spun.
The perfect RPM where the boost will hit perfectly and spin all four tires. That is insane. Might have to get some drag radials for this thing.
Might have to,
or some stickier tires. You know, some ones that we can drive on the road too.
Dude, this thing is insane. All right, so we are back at the house, and before we give this thing a wash, because it's been sitting for so long, it got all filthy, we're actually gonna give it a couple rips at our private drag strip. So let's go ahead and see what this thing's got on the dirt.
She rips. She was spinning the rear tires, and then I guess the all-wheel drive kicked in about halfway through.
Dang, dude, that's some traction control off. Should I turn it like completely off?
I don't know. I don't think you can turn it completely off. I tried it. It still cooks. It still cooks on.
It still cuts on?
It still cuts on.
That's all good, but that was pretty fun. It rips a lot harder now. I was kind of boosting it. I was holding the brake, and I kind of built the boost up. But definitely need to try it at the drag strip. Too bad it's closed today.
It sounds way better.
Does
too.
it?
The exhaust, when it opens up with that supercharger, dude, it sounds so good. You want to do one more rip?
One more rip, and then we're gonna go ahead and give her a wash.
All right, let's do it.
Dude, I love the sound, and dude, there's just not enough room here. I'm kind of scared to wreck into a tree or
yeah, and it's kind of slippery too.
Yeah, exactly. But let's go ahead and pull her back up front. So she is all cleaned up, looks absolutely amazing. I believe this car should have been at SEMA this year, but too bad we didn't have it finished in time.
Could have been at the Pro Charger booth, man.
Exactly,
that would have been
dude.
pretty sick, but we just now got it done. We just now got this sucker tuned, and it runs absolutely amazing. We're about to throw our 50 state legal carb sticker on there just to show that this thing is legalized, you know?
Officially legalized, you know, in all 50 states, even California with the muffler laws and all that.
Yeah, that's crazy,
whack
man.
stuff over
it's
there.
legal everywhere.
Slap it on there.
Gonna slap it right here.
Beautiful.
Nice and beautiful.
It's official.
It's
But
official,
man, dude,
boys.
I don't know what else we could do to this thing. All we got left is to just do a bunch of ripping, bunch of testing, drag strip. Too bad it's closed today, as we mentioned before. But any more decals there?
We got some Pro Charger decals. We need to throw one on the back because that's gonna add a little bit more horsepower, you know? That comes with the kit, you know? You gotta install what comes with the kit.
Slap that 2,000 extra horsepowers on it right quick. You know, Pro Charger, Supercharger, proud to represent the guys that made it happen for us, really. You know, nobody really wanted to
work with the all-wheel drive.
Yeah, they were afraid of working with the all-wheel drive pursuit vehicle, but these guys stepped up to the plate, and shoot, we hit a home run with it. I can't wait to see what kind of times it does and see if it could beat our Hellcat right there. Speaking of Hellcat, I was thinking maybe we do a quick build update of all the builds and everything that's going on with them, because it's been a while. We've been kind of hammered with all these builds.
Kind of hammered, kind of busy, super busy. Really don't have time to speed through every single build, but right now let's go ahead and give them a little walk around the yard and show you guys exactly what we're working with. Starting with the S2000, I know the S2000 has been going around on the comment section. A lot of you have been asking, when is this thing gonna be back on our channel? It's gonna come here real soon. We just gotta finish the GT3 Ferrari and our personal Ferrari. This thing does have some mechanical work that we gotta do. As you know, the 05 engine just wouldn't work with the 07 car, so we're gonna just go ahead and rebuild our original engine. We already ordered the kit, so everything is in. It's just a matter of time putting this thing together, and we got some pretty big plans for this thing. We got some color changes that are gonna come to this thing. We got some interior changes that are coming. We got some really exciting stuff, and it's already here. We just gotta get the time to do it. So be sure to stay tuned, because this thing is coming here real soon, and we're super excited. This car is a blast to drive.
This is an iconic car, honestly.
Yeah,
dude.
really iconic and kind of rare car, because they don't make them no more, and the value is steady on these cars. So they're really nice cars. I've driven one before and I fell in love. That's why we got to have one for the channel. So it's coming here real soon. As for the Mustang, man, this thing just needs to be in a showroom, just all cleaned up, no problems with it whatsoever. We take it out once in a while. One of the cars that actually grew our YouTube channel, one of our favorite builds. This thing is just a beaut. It's just a little dirty right now. So
hey, it boosted our channel up a lot, but sorry guys, we didn't get to boost it.
We didn't get to boost this. We did boost our first car though, the police car, but you know, who knows? Our new shop is gonna be built here real soon. Little shop update. We were about a month away from some of the permits to be pulled, and then we're gonna start pouring our foundation and stuff like that. But this thing is gonna be sitting probably smack dab in the middle, brand new paint job maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it's got a pretty dang good paint job on it, but you know what? You never know what could happen.
Change the color up. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I love that blue. And as for the 370Z over here, this beaut right here, this little red missile right here, this thing is a ripper, man. We drive it from time to time. It's just been sitting because there's just a few button-up pieces. We're basically done with this car. We're not selling any of these builds, so don't ask. We love these cars right here.
And we got tons of plans in the future after we finish some builds.
After we finish our shop, we got some plans for this thing, nice, cleaned up. Maybe do a few more extra things to it. Maybe put a little, you know, drift handle in there, as you know. Maybe swap out for some coilovers, make this thing an actual drift car, because we do have some room at our property finally. So if we pave it all, we'll probably have a little drift course. What do you think about that?
Dude, I love the idea. That was the original plan with this thing, make it a drift car. But you know what? Bigger projects came up, and that's just what happened.
Yeah,
that's just how
we're just keeping going. We're trying to give you guys the best content, but these things right here are probably going to be back.
As for the 2019 Nissan Altima, what are you doing in there?
I was just looking at the framework.
You were supposed to pop up a lot earlier, but it's all good.
I didn't notice. I was just in there. I got interesting, like how this stuff goes together, because this is our first like Nissan Altima that we ever worked on. You know.
Yeah, this is a clean title vehicle. As you guys know, we got it for $5,000. Expected to have $2,000 in it. So
hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, we bought a bumper for how much? $300. This is OEM. We don't want to go with nothing aftermarket because we want everything to fit up nice. And this is the only body panel that we had to buy is a bumper.
Yeah,
so
exactly. There is a little bit of framework, right?
Yeah, there is a little bit of framework. We did not notice, but as you can tell right here, just the bottom radiator support bracket got pushed back, which should be a simple pull. Put that all back together. We actually went ahead and ordered all the parts, so this thing is going to be on the road in no time. It's a nice clean car, you know. We already got the airbags and everything. We already shipped off the seat belts to safety restore. They're going to hook us up right there, but this thing's going to be done pretty quick.
We were reading your guys' comments. You guys wanted to see this because like it's something cheap and it's something that most people can do right here, just like
in your own yard. You can literally work on this thing in your shop and fix it. It's nothing too crazy, and
have a car for about half the price than like you would at the dealership.
Yeah, really. I think this car brand new retails for like 14,000-15,000. So it's a nice clean car. You can basically daily this thing forever, because these Nissan motors right here actually last for a very good time, you know.
Yeah, so very reliable car. That's why we've got this thing for his wife, because she drives around a lot. And
yeah, I mean, look at the inside, man. Already taking everything apart.
Got all the airbags out.
Just need to take the roof off and then get to that airbag.
17K miles. Dude, we'll show you guys the process of us, like maybe every once in a while. I know you guys want to see that, so that's that for that car. All right, so inside of the garage, what we got going on is clearly the Lambo just cooped up over there. We got some crazy plans we have not announced, but we really don't want to just ruin that surprise just yet. But obviously we got the Ferrari. You know what's going on with it. It just needs paint work, waiting on that front bumper. We got all the parts in for it, so that's going to be an awesome build when it's finished. Can-Am is pretty recent here, so you guys know everything that's going on with it. We got some more aftermarket parts for it, as you can tell by the boxes right there. Don't show them too much. But then we can't forget about the GT3 wide body Ferrari, guys. We do have some appointments scheduled. Usually we like to do everything, so we really don't have to schedule appointments, but there's just this one thing that we're gonna have to get a professional to do. So stay tuned for that. We got everything we need for this thing, so it's gonna be here, it's gonna be done here real soon, and it's gonna actually move on to the next YouTuber. But stay tuned for that. This thing is gonna be sick when it's done, and it's just gonna be all over YouTube, so it's gonna be an epic build. And we got a few more builds. We've got so many builds, man.
A few more just sitting over there.
The Hellcat, you know.
The Hellcat.
The Hellcat is the daily driver. We just, you know, that's gonna be the go-getter, but you know, we replaced it with the Nissan Sentra. So we're actually gonna put this thing up for sale for around, what do you think, 35,000, 40,000?
Yeah, right. No, this thing is gonna be on the market here real soon. I just don't know. I can't really give it a price right now. It's really clean. It's dirty right now, but nice. It's a really cream car. Yeah, love the interior. Probably one of the best interiors out there.
Interior is amazing. The hood is sick, and just overall sweet car. But then we got the GTR we were supposed to sell, but we kind of fell in love with it because we got the new wheels on it.
New wheels, new
Looks
setup.
sick,
everything is amazing, dude. Just check this thing out, dude.
But it's going up on the market, so
yeah, so it's gonna be sold here real soon. As for the truck, we're just dailing it right now.
We need to get us a new little smaller truck, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're probably a truck build here real soon. I don't know.
Something smaller, because that truck is too big for just like cruising around all these little stores and whatnot. Not the perfect parts getter, but it's the perfect build getter, so that's why we got it. Last but not least, we got the Viper here. As you know, we said we were keeping it because this value is just going up and up. And it's finished, you know. We can't wait to get our new shop built and just put it pretty much in just like a glass case or whatnot.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in a glass case, put it up on the shelf, and just so no dust gets on it. But this thing's an absolute ripper, dude. We got some plans for it once we get it 100% going, like powder coat the wheels and stuff like that.
But that's just one of those collector pieces. I guess we just became collectors. So that's pretty much it for the build updates, other than the bikes. We got one bike that we gotta finish. We'll have a video of that coming here real soon as well. Alrighty guys, so that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the ripping of this police pursuit vehicle along with the build update. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything, because we got some awesome things on the way for the channel. Also, you may have noticed a brand new hoodie drop. As you know, we only drop like 100 of these and they sell out quick. We got a brand new color. This is probably my favorite one, so be sure to visit goonzquad.com and copy one. And if you haven't, be sure to follow us on Instagram, where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. So with that being said, thank you guys for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.